everyone, it's Kelly, the Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. Welcome to the channel and to today's video where we have our April empties. I have some goodies to go through to share with you guys. So thank you so much for joining. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much. We so appreciate your time. I'm Kelly, and this year in 2022, I'm doing a no-buy year. So no new skincare, clothing, makeup, jewelry, homewares, anything I like. And we're just trying to use what we have, keep things sort of a little bit decluttered around the house, and just enjoy and love on the things that we do have. So without further ado, let us get into today's empties. So each Friday when I do my updates, I make sure to wear a piece of jewelry from my jewelry box just to sort of make sure that I'm using and loving them. I've actually just still got my normal sleepers and a stud in today because I wore these pair of earrings the other day, and then I didn't put my sleepers back in for about a week. And not that the hole closed over, but my ears are just a little bit tender, so I'm just keeping the studs in rather than trying to put these back in and play around with them. So you'll see in other videos that I'm wearing them, and then hopefully in an upcoming video I might wear them again, but I have many other pairs to get through. So without further ado, let us go through some of the goodies that we have. Firstly, just wanted to say apologies if there's a few more edits than normal. I use the natural sunlight. I'm waiting on my new ring light, and the sun is playing games with me. So I can see the camera trying to adjust, but it's having trouble. So yeah. The first set we have is some goat shampoo and conditioner. These were my daughter's. She magically, I think, went through this only a couple of days before this. She does daily wash her hair because she finds her hair gets really greasy, but having it as a goat shampoo and conditioner, it has really helped her scalp, and she doesn't have the itchiness. She used to have some psoriasis and stuff in there, so she loves these products. I did replace the 2 with another 4 because they were on sale for $5.99. We get them from Chemist Warehouse. I also buy them via the Shop Bag app, so I get cash back. I'll leave my link down below. You'll get a bonus if you join, I think from memory at the moment. And what it is that these are shelf price $7.99, but yeah, when they go on sale for $5.99, I'll get about 4. But when they go on sale for like $5.99, which I noticed last year was at the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday, and Chemist Warehouse had like a 10% off, and I got my 1% cashback offer, so I ended up paying about $3.39 per bottle. So my daughter goes through about one of these about once a month. So yeah, that's working out well. I don't massively stockpile anymore because I'm just worried about them going off. I know it sounds weird, but the oatmeal ones that she has, it's gone really gluggy in the bottle. So I'm just using the conditioner in my hair at the moment, the oatmeal. I don't have any issues with it, but then again, we have different scalps and things like that. Next, speaking of shampoos, and here's a category for my hubby and son. He finally finished an Avon Advanced Techniques Extreme Oils shampoo. None of that means anything to him except the fact that this is a shampoo. So this had a pump in it, and I've just replaced it with, I think it's a Tresemme that I got for $3 on clearance out of Coles. I was like, thank you, and I bought 2 knowing that it would take like a whole year to go through. So I've taken the pump from here and put it in there. The only thing is the pump doesn't entirely fit. It's really loose, and my husband hasn't washed his hair yet, so I don't know if when to use the pump, if it's going to move the contraption that holds it on the wall, if I'm making any sense, those shower caddies, because I know that with this one, sometimes when he'd put pressure on it, especially when it was empty, it would sometimes move a bit. So if that's the case, I will get the Tresemme, the other bottle, pour it into here, and then put the pump back on it and then use it. I am tempted, however, shh, don't tell him, to mix a little bit of water in with this just to sort of spread it out a bit. But the fact that this took him nearly a whole year, because he just uses a little bit and he only has a little bit of hair, I think that's really good value. This no doubt also would have been free from Avon for something. So yeah, it's we're getting close to not have any product promotion in this house at all soon. So I'm happy that this is one less bottle down in the house. Then on to a shampoo I use, which is a Moroccan argan oil shampoo. I got this on clearance for like $1.30 or something at Coles, and I love it. I so wish there was literally one all on its own, and I picked it up and kind of like looked around and was like, I'm taking it. Pre-nobuyyear, would like to say. It did take me a couple of months to go through it, and then when there was about this much left, I was adding a little bit of water in to sort of stretch it out. And then the last bit, I was literally like banging it in my hand to get the last bits out. And then I went, mix it with more water. So I mixed it with some water, then went like this, and just foam upon foam came out. So yeah, I loved it. It just seemed to really clean my hair. It says that it's SLES and paraben free as well. It just seemed to help my hair go really soft and silky and not have the dryness. So I definitely would be happy to put this on my wish list should I find it again. I haven't seen it in store since. I don't know whether it's been repackaged. I haven't been looking, to be honest. But once I finish the other shampoos in there, I might be on the lookout for it. I know that argan oil in general is really, really good for my hair, hence why I'm pretty sure one of these had like some, it says complex 5, but I'm pretty sure this had like an argan oil base to it, and that's why I got it, because I used to use this as well before I started moving on to some other things. Still in the category of hair, I've got this Root Retoucher spray. It's in red cashmere. It's not empty, but it is going to be disposed of, because when I spray it on my hair, it kind of just sits there on the surface. So if I touch it, I end up with red all over my hands. I also think I get a little bit of a skin reaction because I tend to be a bit itchy once it's on. And yeah, I've just noticed lately. And then of course you've got red all underneath your fingernails, and it just, I've found it on some of my shirts as well. So and also the color just is not right for me. It's a bit of a brighter red than what I kind of have. So while I did enjoy this, it kind of worked well to be like under, and then like if I could comb over my hair, but then I found the product was coming off on the brush. So then if I touched it on my hand to clean it or something, there's just product everywhere. So this is a Schwarzkopf. So sorry to say I'm not a fan of this. I really like, I think it's L'Oreal, the green one that we have. Really love that one for any touch-ups that I need. I picked up that product recommendation from Jordan Page because I saw that she was using it on her brown hair, and just happened to stumble across one in Coles one day. Again, it was on clearance for like $5 or something, which I think is half price now for what I'm seeing. But at the time I was like, wow, I'm gonna grab it and bring it home. So I'm happy now that I have that new product. And yeah, this one will go bye-bye. On to skincare, and I finally finished this Mary Kay Botanical Effects toner. It's funny, it has directions on the pack to say spray it onto the cotton pad 2 or 3 pumps. I got towards the end of it because I was just pushing to finish it, and I was literally just like spray, 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 spray. I would use this if I've been wearing makeup during the day and cleanse my skin, and then wanted to wipe over it with a cotton pad just to make sure I'd gotten any excess off. Even with showering, sometimes you miss stuff, and I just found it just helped me to have a good base. My skin has been really good lately as well. I've just gone back to basics with a lot of the skincare that I'm doing and stuck to the products that I know. So one down, a few more to go in general toning, not necessarily the botanical effects. This is the last one of this. And of course we have our favorite, the Formula 10.0.6 Overnight Success Pimple Patches. This is a brand new box that I've just taken out the sachets. They look like this. I've stuck them in the cupboard and I just threw this in the box to remind myself that we finished the last box and we just purchased a new one. I actually purchased two because I went to one Kmart. This is where they sell them for $6 a box, and there wasn't any. And short of having a mini panic, I went to another Kmart and I did get a couple of boxes. I should have got 3 or 4, but I was like, you know what, the other Kmart I go to, they always have them in stock, so I'll just grab 2, and maybe in a month's time, or when we use one, I'll make sure I get another one, so we've always got 2 kind of going at the same time. But yeah, can't fault these. These are so amazing. They stop me picking at pimples because I'm a picker, and they just kind of help keep the skin moist and the pimples heal so much faster. My daughter and I were both using this Nivea Mattifying Day Cream 24-hour moisturizing. Once it got down to the last little bit, I moved her to the Olay bottle, which is nearly empty, but I'm holding out for May to use that one in the empties video. And so then I ended up using it, and I've got a spatula just to help get the last little bits out. I love this product. It's just so basic, and I've noticed that it's on at the reject shop on sale. It started at $3, it's now down to $2. So I'm wondering, because we only have one other day cream, if I go to the if I go to the reject shop and get just a couple of bottles to put there, because my daughter says that this is one of the only day creams. There's no smell to it, there's no reaction, it just goes on her skin and it's there. She's not itchy, she loves it. So I'm thinking that maybe it's worth just getting a couple of these, and then this will be our standard day cream forever. The opposite of that is a night cream, and this is all I have to show you. I cut all of my products in half and use every single last bit. I'll try and put a picture up here of what it should look like. So this is a Mary Kay night cream, and I love this cream. It is so thick and a little bit goes a long way, but I just find it moisturizes my skin so amazing. I'm sad to see it go. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. I have to double check the other container because I literally just threw everything in. It literally just finished at the end of April. I was pushing to get through. I was half trying to stretch it out a little bit, but also half trying to push through because I really wanted to have this in the empties. So either or, I'll have to check what's there. And yeah, I'm going to be super sad that this is empty because it was an amazing product. The last thing with skincare was a Mary Kay cleanser. It is the normal to dry 3D 4-in-1 cleanser. It was the cream cleanser, not the gel. So this probably had about half. This is the middle, so you could imagine I've cut it in half. So it was a bigger product. And yeah, there was probably about that much there, and that took me a whole month to go through. I find a little bit goes a long way, and I just love it. It's so good. I prefer the gel cleanser over the cream cleanser, but I find that when I'm in the shower and I'm able to really lather it up and then rinse it off with the water, that works really well. Just that when I'm trying to rinse it at the sink, I find it a little bit difficult. Water's everywhere, but that's what the ads say, right? You just splash your face with water. Don't worry about the rest of the bathroom. Water goes everywhere. We have one more left of these of the cream cleanser, and again, there's about this much left. It's living in the shower right now, and I'm holding off, just trying to get the last little bit out, but we keep using it. I have 2 gel cleansers left that are our favorites, and I was saving it because winter is coming and I want to make sure that we have the best skincare possible to help look after our skin come winter. So I kind of used up the things we don't really love as much to kind of make sure that we have the things that we do love to sustain us and make sure that our skin is at its best. In the body category, especially for hand creams, I use a Mary Kay Satin Hands Shea Butter. This is the white tea and citrus. And again, this is a super thick cream, but non-greasy, and a little bit goes a long way, and I love it. I keep it on my bedside table and I squirt a little bit on the back of my hands. I rub my hands together, I'll rub it on my arm, and then I polish my elbows, and then I have that right before bed. I can put it on my feet if my feet are dry, and it just helps keep the moisture in. I found that my cuticles have been healing really well from using this cream every night. I still have a couple of tubes of it, luckily, so I'm happy that I'm covered for a while, so I'll keep using them. As I said, leave it on my bedside table, and then it's a visual reminder to me to use it every night. The last thing that I've used this month was some makeup, and they just come in this square little palettes. There's actually 3 of them, and the only color I can tell you that there was Moonstone. The other 2 names have worn off, and these were on their last legs, hanging by a thread. But because it's school holidays, I'd hardly been wearing any makeup, and I'd actually dropped my container first time ages ago, and there's bits sort of floating through the container, so I very carefully am putting the container back on the shelf and then picking it up when I want to use it, keeping it flat. There's powder everywhere. I've kind of brushed it off from all the little bits as I kind of put my makeup on for the day, and then I accidentally dropped the entire palette that I had. There's only like about 5 of these and a blush, and the thing flipped over and opened, so the last tiny remnants of powder that I had in these just went everywhere, and there's no salvaging. I reckon that I could have got half an eye each out of each one. I don't wear a lot of makeup as it is, as you can see, so I don't really wear a lot of color on my eyes because I have hooded eyes, so you can't really see a lot that I do. So I didn't really lose a lot. It was just I was stretching out to the last possible moment. So now that I have these 3 empties, because the back of them being metal, they fit into a Z palette or my other palette that's magnetic. My daughter has a couple of eyeshadows that are broken, so I'm planning on taking that and setting it into here, and then she'll be able to create a little bit of a custom palette for herself, because then that way she can also carry a smaller palette around with her compared with the bigger palettes that she got from Morphe at Christmas. She's looking at just being able to create something that's a little bit smaller and customable for her. So I'm excited to help her with that project, and then hopefully that's another video that we can share with you guys. Well, that is everything for today. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm looking at the time and I've been talking for nearly 20 minutes. I'll take a few edits. But yeah, I am excited to be able to share with you some of the things that we've gone through. I'm always surprised at the end of every month. It got to April and I literally had one thing in there, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to team this up with like a book review or something. But yeah, I am surprised at not much, but still enough to talk about and enough to be able to tell you what I like and don't like about the products and how they work in our house. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. I'd love to know what your favorite skincare or makeup product is, what your must-have is. I'm finding for me it's moisturizer. I'm really finding that I cannot go without it. Even during the day. I mean, winter's coming, my skin's changing to adapt as well. So yeah, I really want a good moisturizer, and the Nivea one I think is what we're going to end up landing on as the winner for price, and also because it's just an amazing product. Subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you as part of our Frugal Fun family. Each Friday, the 1st of the month, I try and do a check-in for no buy for our empties, and the other Fridays we do any other videos around no buys, any shopping hauls or any fun things that we've had happen, just to try and keep myself to my no buy and keep me grounded, because If there's someone that needs to stay grounded, it's me. Thank you so much for joining with me today. I so appreciate your time, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.